Hi, it's Timo. Welcome to Norwich City Central.
Hello everybody, Lewis, Norwich City Central, match review. I'm gutted, I'm disappointed, and I'm quite angry with how these last two home games have gone actually. Norwich City losing 3-0 to Southampton and then losing 1-0 to Everton. Was there effort and fight in this game? A little bit more so than what we did against Southampton. I thought defensively was better, we kept our shape, but we're trying to stay up, and you're putting in a display like that. One shot on target at home to Everton. One shot on target. No, it's not good enough. It is terrible, and I'm absolutely deflated and gutted, and it's just terrible, utterly terrible. I've never really felt this just defeated and disappointed after a Norwich City game. Just two home games. If you win them both, you're on 27 points. 17th place West Ham are on 27 points. We're right in it. And these Everton weren't great today. If you look at what Everton fans are saying, this was probably one of their worst performances under Ancelotti. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Richarlison having off days. What an opportunity, and Norwich City throw it away. We're trying to stay up, and the lack of fight, the lack of creativity, and the lack of quality, it's not good enough. And Norwich City are going back down again to the Championship, and all that hard work's been done. And I hope, I'm someone who's a big fan of Farke. Yes, his substitutions are wrong, and yes, his in-game tactics can sometimes not be the best, but the philosophy he's trying to play is right. But, wait, oh God, that was terrible, utterly terrible. Leave your thoughts down below, and it just shows, I think, how important the fans are, because I think the fans would have helped today, roar the crowd on, but roar the team on. But no, utterly terrible today, and I'm really frustrated and angry because Norwich City have had chances to try and close the gap, and just the lack of quality is absolutely appalling, and there's lots of very angry Norwich City fans, and rightly so. If you look at the team selection Farke put out, dropping Emi Buendia, Todd Cantwell and Josip Drmic, I understand why he did it. He's probably trying to save players for the FA Cup. By the way, that FA Cup game Saturday is now our biggest game of the season. That's what we've got to fight for, because relegation beckons after that. So Man United comes our biggest game. I can understand Farke maybe trying to rest players and, you know, trying to put in players like Lucas Rupp who can make us more defensive solid. We probably were more solid, probably better defensively, but that's not the point. The lack of creativity and the lack of quality going forwards is disgusting. Really, really disappointing that. And yeah, as I said, we're trying to fight relegation. As Norwich City, we could have. I talk in the past tense now. We really could have stayed up. Yeah. I'm just absolutely deflated, as you can tell, guys. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. But as I said, if we won today, we'd have gone 3 points off 17th place, giving us a chance of survival. And we haven't got that now after a terrible display. Norwich City just not showing up. I mean, in the 20th minute, we had a bit more defensive solidarity. In the 20th minute, I know Hernandez has a shot who was our only real bright spark, and hitting the outside of the post. Lucas Rupp in the 45th minute, having a shot on target, our only shot on target at home, by the way, which is terrible. And in the first half of play, you'd say Norwich City were improved from their Southampton display. We kept our shape, we were defensively solid, but we just lacked bravery, creativity and quality up front. And then in the second half, Everton, who, as I said, put in a terrible... I thought Everton were poor, actually. Corner comes in and Michael Keane wins it, and it's an easy go. And I really hope Everton do well next season, but... yeah, I thought they were poor today, and the defending from this set piece is diabolical. I was screaming at my TV, we can't defend corners. Put two men on the line, for God's sake. And the lack of Kenny McLean just not going up for the ball, Tim Closer not going up for the ball is just dreadful. And so many poor performances, Duda in particular. I mean, I don't want to criticise players. I don't want to be that angry guy who shouts at people. But even all the journalists are saying just how poor Duda was, and... you're in a relegation battle. You've been come in and you can't even beat the first man from a corner on 4 or 5 occasions. The set pieces was diabolical. It was one of the worst Norwich City performances, individual performances I've seen this season. And look, I don't want to single out players, but Duda was terrible. But the whole team were terrible. Josip Drmic as well, being non-existent. Kenny McLean being non-existent. Why not start Mario Rancic? Why not start someone like Marcus Sheeperman? These are players who got points to prove and got us promoted to the Premier League. Don't they deserve a chance? But you want to give chances to Duda, who clearly is not up for the fight, not putting in 110% effort. No, I'm not having it. Norwich City, as I said, didn't have a shot on target. In the 70th minute, a Buendia cross, a set piece which actually beat the first man. I think that was our only one. Almost went in off for an own goal. But no, Norwich City were terrible. terrible. As I said, probably slightly improved from Southampton. I think there was better shape. Defensively was better. You'd probably say the defenders played okay. There was a bit of effort there, but just the lack of quality going forward, it's appalling. We're in a relegation fight and you can't be asked to... Yeah, I'm absolutely gutted. And the FA Cup now, we turn our attention to the FA Cup, which is our biggest game of the season. But yeah, to conclude, Norwich City are going down. Relegation beckons. Coming off the back of the lockdown, there was still a chance Norwich City could stay up, but it's going now after these performances. A lack of quality. Norwich City have been behind in 18 matches this season and lost all 18 of them. The only game we've kind of come back was in the FA Cup against Tottenham. There's a lack of quality, but also a lack of character and belief. And I think if you start players like Mario Ranjic and Sheeperman, maybe these are players who can hit the ball from range and players who got us up. But no, look, I'm waffling now. Absolutely gutted after that. Very angry and frustrated with the lack of quality and the lack of creativity. And it was almost like the players didn't know they was in a relegation fight. The fans would have helped, of course, but yeah, I'm really gutted. Norwich City are going down, and all that hard work getting promoted is going to go to waste. But let's hope Farke can bring us up next season if he does decide to stay, because I think Farke's style of play is good. The recruitment's been dreadful this season, and I'm a big fan of Webber, and I hope Webber and Farke stay at Norwich City. But the recruitment's been so poor, and the players aren't good enough. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.